तो फाइनली दोस्तों डैमसेल नाम की ये जो मूवी है ये हमें नेटफ्लिक्स पर देखने को मिल चुकी है और ये एक तरह से रिलीज़ हुई थी तकरीबन 5-6 दिन पहले। और इस पर मैं आपके लिए वीडियो पे लेकर आया हूँ और ये दूसरा पार्ट होने वाला है। इस वीडियो के अंदर हम इस मूवी के बारे में सारी कुछ जानकारी बताएंगे, फैक्ट, डिटेल अपडेट, रेटिंग, सभी कुछ इसके बारे में आपको बताने वाले हैं। तो दोस्तों हम सभी इसका बेसब्री से इंतज़ार कर रहे थे, तो फाइनली हमें देखने को मिली है। टोटल लेंथ की बात की जाए तो 1 घंटा 50 मिनट टोटल इस मूवी की लेंथ है। रेटिंग की बात की जाए तो IMDb पर से 6.2 की रेटिंग मिली है। साथ ही साथ रेड टमेटोस और 58% की इससे रेटिंग मिली है। बाकी और भी कई प्लेटफॉर्म है और नेटफ्लिक्स द्वारा इसे एक तरह से नंबर 1 ट्रेंडिंग पर दिखाया जा रहा है। बाकी लोगों द्वारा भी इसे बड़ा पसंद किया जा रहा है। सारी कुछ जानकारी मैं आपको इस वीडियो में दूंगा, तो वीडियो को लाइक कीजिएगा, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिएगा, बेल आइकन दबाकर इसे ऑल पर सेट कर लीजिएगा। दोस्तों अब इसके बारे में हम जानना चालू करते हैं।
Damsel is a 2024 American dark fantasy film directed by Juan Carlos Fresnadillo and written by Dan Mazeau. Millie Bobby Brown stars as Elodie, who accepts a marriage proposal only to realize that she is being used to repay a royal family's ancient debts, and must now escape while surviving attacks from the dragon lurking in the chasm. The film also stars Ray Winstone, Nick Robinson, Shohreh Aghdashloo, Angela Bassett, and Robin Wright. Damsel began streaming on Netflix on March 8, 2024. It received mixed reviews from critics. Plot: the first king of Aurea leads a futile attack on a dragon residing in his realm. All the king's men are killed, leaving the king at the dragon's mercy. Centuries later, Elodie, daughter of Lord Bassett, receives a proposal from Queen Isabel of Aurea to marry Prince Henry. On Bassett's advice, Elodie accepts to help their impoverished people, and she and her family sail to Aurea. Upon meeting, Elodie and Henry initially both seem uninterested in each other, but begin to bond as they share a desire to travel. Elodie's stepmother, Lady Bassett, seeks out the Queen, hoping to strengthen their familial bond, but Isabel rebuffs attempts to become acquainted, leading Lady Bassett to futilely implore Elodie to end the engagement. After the wedding, Elodie and Henry take part in an ancient ritual in the mountains, supposedly to celebrate their union. The Queen, dressed as a priestess, describes the pact between the first king and the dragon, where he had to sacrifice his 3 daughters for peace. Following a ceremony where their hands are cut and held together, Henry insists on carrying Elodie across the narrow path over the dragon's lair, then throws her into the chasm. After recovering from the fall knowing that she is the actual sacrifice, Elodie looks for a way out. The dragon enters the lair, asks her name and taunts her before chasing Elodie and burning her leg. After escaping the beast, Elodie discovers an illuminated cave with glowing slugs, which she collects as a light source. The dragon finds her again. Upon fleeing, Elodie reaches a chamber with the note safe here she cannot reach, the names of past victims and a map carved into the wall. While Elodie sleeps, the glowing slugs heal the burn on her leg. Elodie follows the map, but it leads to a dead end at a high vertical drop on the mountainside. She discovers the remains of dead dragon hatchlings, providing the reason for the royal sacrifices. A rescue party led by Lord Bassett is almost immediately dead on arrival, but the distraction allows Elodie to climb a rope to escape the mountain. She then takes one of the rescue party's horses and hides under a rock as the dragon burns the surrounding area in an unsuccessful pursuit. The conflagration alerts Isabel that Elodie's sacrifice has failed, forcing her to kidnap Elodie's sister Floria as a replacement. After her stepmother rides out and informs her, Elodie returns to the mountain to rescue Floria. The dragon leaves Floria alive as bait for Elodie. Elodie creates a diversion to distract the dragon so she can reach Floria. Telling her sister to hide, she confronts the dragon and tries to convince her that they've both been deceived by the Orions. By joining their cut hands at the wedding, the blood of the brides and the Orion royals were mingled, thereby deceiving the dragon that the sacrificed princesses were Orion royalty. The dragon refuses to believe Elodie, stating that the first king's assault was unprovoked, and then attacks her, but Elodie tricks her into burning herself. With the dragon at her mercy, she heals both of them with the glowing slugs. Elodie and the dragon then interrupt another wedding at the palace, exposing the Orion's treachery. Elodie advises the new bride and her family to flee, and the dragon burns the palace with all the Orion royals and nobles inside. Days later, Elodie, Floria, and Lady Bayford sail home, loaded with supplies and accompanied by the dragon. Cast: Millie Bobby Brown as Elodie, Ray Winstone as Lord Bayford, the lord of an unnamed northern land and Elodie's father. Angela Bassett as Lady Bayford, the wife of Lord Bayford and Elodie's stepmother. Brooke Carter as Floria, Elodie's younger sister. Nick Robinson as Prince Henry, the Prince of Araya. Robin Wright as Queen Isabel, the Queen Regnant of Araya and Prince Henry's mother. Milo Toomey as King Roderick, the King Consort of Araya and Prince Henry's father. Nicole Joseph as Princess Victoria, one of the previous princesses sacrificed to the dragon. Shohreh Aghdashloo as the voice of the dragon, an unnamed dragon that demands sacrifices of Araya's princesses. Production: Damsel was directed by Juan Carlos Fresnadillo from a script by Dan Mazeau, and produced by Joe Roth and Jeff Kirschenbaum through their production company for Netflix. 2. Emily Ballou and Mark Bombach were credited for additional literary material off-screen. 3. In November 2020, Millie Bobby Brown was cast as Princess Elodie. She was also named as the film's executive producer. 2. In April 2022, it was reported that Angela Bassett, Nick Robinson, Robin Wright, Ray Winstone, Brooke Carter, and Shohreh Aghdashloo were part of the cast. 4-5. Principal photography took place in early 2022. 6 cave scenes were shot at Troubadour Meridian Water Studios in London. Filming also took place in Portugal at Tomar, Sortalia, Serra da Estrela, and at the Batalha Monastery. 7. The Dragon was designed by Patrick Totopoulos. 8. The film's score was composed by David Fleming and produced by Hans Zimmer. 9. The soundtrack includes a cover of the Johnny Cash song Ring of Fire, performed by Leaky Lee. Netflix Music released the soundtrack album digitally on March 5, 2024. 10. Release: Damsel was scheduled to stream on Netflix on October 13, 2023. 11. However, due to the impact of the 2023 SAG-AFTRA strike on the film's promotion, the original release date was postponed and the film began streaming on March 8, 2024. 12-13. Novel: Author Evelyn Skye released a novelization of the film in advance. She stated, "The easiest way to think about it is this: Dan Mazeau wrote the original screenplay. I was able to read an early draft and was given free rein to write my own version of the story, which ultimately became the novel. Both the novel and the movie may stem from the same origin, but they are also each their own unique works of art." 14. The novel was published by Penguin Random House on April 18, 2023. 15. Reception. Audience viewership. According to Netflix, in the first 3 days the film recorded 35.3 million views and placed number 1 in 79 countries. 16. Critical response. On the review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, 58% of 93 critics' reviews are positive, with an average rating of 5.5 or 10. The website's consensus reads, "Damsel has an appealing action hero in Millie Bobby Brown, whose gutsy performance is often enough to balance the scales against the film's underpowered story and occasionally unconvincing effects." 17. Metacritic, which uses a weighted average, assigned the film a score of 46 out of 100, based on 28 critics, indicating mixed or average reviews. 18. Mick LaSalle of the San Francisco Chronicle criticized Brown's character, but praised her commitment to the role, writing the movie could have used a little less of Brown cowering behind boulders as the flames get closer and a little more of her getting even with the people who put her in this predicament. 19. Peter de Bruges of Variety wrote, "Deliciously improper at times, Damsel adheres to codes that can feel a bit calculated, less organic than crafted in response to a newly progressive corporate agenda. The signs are there at all levels, from inclusive casting to occasionally self-righteous dialogue." 9. Kate Erbland of IndieWire gave it a grade of C+. 13. Tim Roby of The Telegraph awarded the movie 1 star out of 5, writing, "If a straight-to-landfill quality is synonymous with the worst of Netflix, Damsel sums this up by having the tackiness of a plastic wedding cake." 20. Bassett appeared as Secret Service Director Lynn Jacobs in the action thriller Olympus Has Fallen, released on March 22, 2013. Bassett was reported to have a role in the film in June 2012, the month before filming began. 8990 In an interview with the Huffington Post, Bassett noted that there had never been a female head of the Secret Service, much less a woman of color. She called the decision to have a female African-American Secret Service director a bold casting choice. Overall, Bassett viewed the film as authentic. 91 Bassett described working with Morgan Freeman as wonderful, but she admitted to being intimidated by him. She was impressed with the preparation of director Antoine Fuqua, who she said was just preparation to the hilt, and expressed her interest in working with him again. 92 She appeared in the 2013 film Black Nativity. She sang and it was seen as contributing to the film's blissful unreality. 93 She was asked by the film's director, Cossie Lemons, if she could sing, and Bassett admitted to lying to get the role. She joked to reporter Jennifer H. Cunningham, "Yes, I can sing, you didn't ask how well." Singing in a film was a new experience for Bassett, who had never had to sing before and had always lip-synced. 94. Bassett promoting American Horror Story, Coven at the 2014 Paley Fest. In 2013, Bassett appeared on FX TV show American Horror Story, Coven 73 as Marie Laveau, a voodoo witch. Bassett praised the writers, calling them amazing. 95 Her agent approached Ryan Murphy about her having a role in the series, and he told the agent that she was the person he had in mind for Marie Laveau. Bassett watched the previous seasons of the series before meeting with Murphy and found the writing wonderful and the characters so realized. 96 Bassett's performance earned her a nomination for the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Miniseries or a Movie. She returned to the show for its fourth season American Horror Story, Freak Show, playing Desiree Dupree, a three-breasted woman. She received another nomination for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Miniseries or a Movie. It was announced in May 2014 that Bassett would make her directorial debut with Whitney, a TV film based on the life of Whitney Houston, who Bassett had worked with previously. 97 Bassett had previously expressed interest in directing the year before. 92 It was announced in early June 2014 that Yaya DaCosta would play Houston in the film. Houston's daughter, Bobby Christina Brown, insulted Bassett on Twitter for not casting her as her mother in the film, to which Bassett admitted in an interview that she had never thought about casting Brown. 98 On June 11, 2014, Ruby Dee died from natural causes. Bassett had previously worked with her on Betty and Coretta and was reported to attend the Riverside Church Memorial for Dee on September 20, 2014. 99. In the 2015 film Survivor, Bassett portrayed United States Ambassador to the United Kingdom Maureen Crane. 100 In a negative review of the film, Mark Kermode lamented Bassett appears from behind closed doors like a celebrity guest on Stars in Their Eyes. 101. Bassett also voiced the character Six in the first-person shooter game, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. In March 2016, Bassett appeared in London Has Fallen, reprising her role as Lynn Jacobs. 102 Bassett noted it was the very first sequel I've ever done and that she had been excited at the prospect of another film after the initial success of Olympus Has Fallen. 103 In June 2016, the Human Rights Campaign released a video in tribute to the victims of the Orlando nightclub shooting. In the video, Bassett and others told the stories of the people killed there. 100 For 105 Bassett appeared in American Horror Story, Roanoke. She also directed its sixth episode, which aired on October 19, 2016. The episode marks the third time a woman has directed the show. Co-creator Ryan Murphy praised Bassett in an interview with E! News, saying he told her she would do this big episode and you're going to knock it out of the park, and she did. And I've seen it time and time again with these women that we brought into this directing world that they're just killing it, and they're working twice as hard because they know they have a lot to prove. 106. In March 2017, Bassett appeared in Ache, an episode of the television series Underground. 107 Executive producer and director Anthony Hemingway said her character was written with Angela in mind and that the entire cast came to see Bassett the day she filmed her performance. 108 In May 2017, Bassett appeared in an episode of Master of None, portraying major character Denise's mother Catherine. 109 Lena Wyther wanted Bassett after being impressed by her previous work, though was convinced she would turn down the role, and said Bassett's inclusion influenced the series drastically with another layer of tension. 110 The writers of the series also favored Bassett for the role after seeing her performance in The Jacksons, An American Dream, and related her character's evolution in that feature to Catherine. 111 In January 2018, Bassett joined the Fox first responder procedural drama 911, of which she is also an executive producer. 112 She plays Officer Athena Grant, and during the show's 5th season in 2022, the character made an appearance in an episode of its spin-off, 911, Lone Star. 113 In February 2018, Bassett starred in the acclaimed Marvel Cinematic Universe superhero film Black Panther as Queen Ramonda, mother of the titular character. She briefly reprised the role the following year in Avengers: Endgame. 114 115 116 117 In July 2018, she portrayed CIA Director Erica Sloan in the action spy film Mission: Impossible Fallout. In December 2018, she voiced the Decepticon villain Shatter from the Transformers live-action film Bumblebee. In 2019, she joined the cast of Gunpowder Milkshake. 118 2020s Bassett provided the voice of Dorothea Williams in the Pixar animated film Soul, which was released on Disney Plus on December 25, 2020. She also became narrator of the Magic Kingdom nighttime spectacular Disney Enchantment that premiered on October 1, 2021. 119 In November 2022, she reprised her role as Ramonda in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. 120 Her performance in the sequel garnered her Best Supporting Actress awards at the 80th Golden Globe Awards, making her the first actor to win a major individual acting award for a film based on Marvel Comics. 121 And at the 28th Critics' Choice Awards. She was also nominated for an Academy Award in the same category, which made her the first person in a Marvel Studios movie to be nominated for an Academy Award in any acting category. 122 123 She then appeared alongside Millie Bobby Brown in the Netflix film Damsel, released in March 2024 to mixed reviews. 124 Media image. Bassett has portrayed real-life African-American women who are usually strong and intelligent. Bassett said in 2001 that she liked those roles and added, "That's the image that I like to put out there, and those are the parts I'm attracted to. But not iron fist kind of strong, just self-assured. I'm nice too." 39 She has turned down roles which she viewed as demeaning to her image. This is a career about images. It's celluloid, they last forever. I'm a black woman from America. My people were slaves in America, and even though we're free on paper and in law, I'm not going to allow you to enslave me on film, in celluloid, for all to see. And to cross the water, to countries where people will never meet people who look like me. So it becomes a bigger thing than me just becoming a movie star, and me just being on TV. So if you're going to show every black woman as for £100 or every black woman as the prostitute on the street. But I have always maintained that the roles I cannot do because of the way I'm made up, or because of the way I think. I don't begrudge that there is someone else who has no issues with that. 125 In December 2022, she was named as part of the Hollywood Reporter's Women in Entertainment Power 100. 126 Time named her among its 2023 honors for Women of the Year. 127 Personal life. Bassett with her husband Courtney B. Vance in 2007. Bassett married actor Courtney B. Vance in 1997. They first met at Yale School of Drama, then became a couple over a decade later after their paths crossed again in Los Angeles. 128 In the summer of 2005, they starred together in a production of His Girl Friday at the Guthrie Theater in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The couple's twin son Slater Josiah Vance and daughter Bronwyn Golden Vance were carried by a surrogate. 129. Bassett is a supporter of programs for the arts, especially for youth. She annually attends events for children with diabetes and those in foster homes. She is an active ambassador of UNICEF for the United States and a member of the West Angeles Church of God in Christ. Bassett is a supporter of the Royal Theatre Boys and Girls Club in her hometown of St. Petersburg, Florida. 130-131. She is represented by the Executive Speakers Bureau of Memphis, Tennessee. 132. In early 2007, Bassett donated $2,300 to the presidential primary campaign of Barack Obama. 133. Bassett supported Obama in his re-election campaign. In June 2012, she made an appearance at the St. Petersburg office of his campaign and said the election was not one where we can sit on the sidelines. 134. Bassett attended the second inauguration of Barack Obama on January 21, 2013. 135. She endorsed Hillary Clinton for president during the 2016 United States presidential election, saying bar none, Clinton would make a great president. 136. Bassett also spoke at the 2016 Democratic National Convention, introducing survivors of the previous year's Charleston church shooting, an incident about which she spoke during her remarks. 137. After Clinton was defeated in the general election, Bassett tweeted, "Only 1,455 days until November 3, 2020. Rest up my country. Proud of her." 138. Bassett was initiated as an honorary member of Delta Sigma Theta sorority on July 13, 2013. 139. Robin Gail Wright I, born April 8, 1966, credited as Robin Wright Penn from 1997 to 2009, is an American actress. She has received various accolades, including a Golden Globe Award, and nominations for 8 Primetime Emmy Awards. Wright first gained attention for her role as Kelly Capwell in the NBC daytime soap opera Santa Barbara from 1984 to 1988. She transitioned to film with a starring role in the fantasy film The Princess Bride, 1987, and she gained a nomination for a Golden Globe Award for Best Supporting Actress for her role in the top-grossing drama Forrest Gump, 1994. She had further starring roles in the romantic drama Message in a Bottle, 1999, and the thriller Unbreakable, 2000, as she gained praise for her performances in the independent films Loved, 1997, She's So Lovely, 1997, 9 Lives, 2005, and Sorry, Haters, 2006. She has since taken on supporting roles in the sports drama Moneyball, 2011, the thriller The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, 2011, the adventure film Everest, 2015, the superhero film Wonder Woman, 2017, and the science fiction film Blade Runner 2049, 2017. On television, Wright starred in the HBO miniseries Empire Falls in 2005. From 2013 to 2018, she starred as Claire Underwood in the Netflix political drama series House of Cards. Her performance earned her a Golden Globe Award for Best Actress and 6 nominations for a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actress. In 2016, Wright was named one of the highest-paid actresses in the United States, earning $120,000 per episode for House of Cards. She has also directed 10 episodes of the series as well as 2 episodes of the Netflix crime series Ozark in 2022. Early life. Wright was born April 8, 1966, in Dallas to Gail Wright, Annie Gaston, a cosmetics saleswoman for Mary Kay, and Fred Wright, a pharmaceutical company employee. She has an elder brother, Richard B. 1962, who is a photographer. Her parents divorced when she was 2, which led to her relocating to San Diego, California, with her mother. She grew up in Southern California, attending La Jolla High School in La Jolla and Taft High School in Los Angeles. 1-4. Career. Wright began her career as a model, when she was 14. 5-6 at the age of 18, she played Kelly Capwell in the NBC daytime soap opera Santa Barbara, for which she received several Daytime Emmy Award nominations. 7. 1980s 2000s, transition into feature films. Wright attending the 2009 Toronto International Film Festival. Wright transitioned into feature film work with a role in Hollywood Vice Squad in 1986, followed by her breakthrough role as Princess Buttercup in the cult film The Princess Bride in 1987. She gained critical acclaim in her role as Jenny Curran in Forrest Gump, 1994, receiving Golden Globe Award and Screen Actors Guild nominations for Best Supporting Actress. In 1996, she starred in the lead role of the film adaptation of Daniel Defoe's Moll Flanders, 1996, for which she received a Satellite Award nomination for Best Actress in a Drama. She was nominated for a Screen Actors Guild Award for Best Actress for her role in She's So Lovely, 1997, a film in which she co-starred with her then-husband Sean Penn. Wright received her third Screen Actors Guild Award nomination for her role in the television film Empire Falls, 2005. 2013-2018, House of Cards. From 2013 to 2018, Wright appeared in the Netflix political drama streaming television series House of Cards in the role of Claire Underwood, the ruthless wife of political mastermind Frank Underwood. On January 12, 2014, she won a Golden Globe for the role, becoming the first actress to win the award for a streaming television series. 8. She was nominated for the same award in 2015. She received nominations for the Primetime Emmy Award in 2013 and 2014 for the same role. 9. Following season 4 in 2016, Wright stated that she felt Claire Underwood was the equal of Frank Underwood and demanded equal pay for her performance as her co-star Kevin Spacey. Netflix acquiesced. 9. In 2017, for her performance in the 5th season, Wright was nominated for her 5th consecutive Primetime Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series. In 2014, 2016, and 2017, Wright received Best Actress in a Drama Series nominations for the Critics' Choice Television Awards, with her being the only nomination for the show in December 2017. In October 2017, she was the show's new lead for the final season, following the firing of Kevin Spacey due to sexual misconduct allegations. For her last appearance as Underwood, her performance was acclaimed, described as a commanding performance that is more than enough to keep the final season standing strong, 10, earning her her final nominations for the role at the Screen Actors Guild and Primetime Emmy Awards in 2019. For the latter, she became one of 7 women to be nominated for the category 6 or more times for the same show, the first in 10 years since Mariska Hargitay for Law and Order, Special Victims Unit. 11. Further film and directorial work. Wright attending the 2017 Cannes Film Festival. In 2017, Wright directed a short film, The Dark of Night, which starred Sam Rockwell and premiered at the Cannes Film Festival. 12. Wright played General Antiope in Wonder Woman in 2017, and its 2020 sequel alongside Gal Gadot and Chris Pine. The film earned positive reviews and emerged as a financial success, grossing $822.8 million at the box office. 13-14. She appears in the Blade Runner sequel Blade Runner 2049 alongside Ryan Gosling, Harrison Ford, and Jared Leto, directed by Denis Villeneuve. In April 2019, it was announced her feature film directorial debut in the film Land. 15. Wright starred as its lead, Edie Mathis, a lawyer who retreats in grief to the Shoshone National Forest in Wyoming. Sales for the film start at Cannes in May 2019. 15. Filming began in October 2019 and the movie was picked up by distributor Focus Features. 16. Land premiered in January 2021 at the Sundance Film Festival to generally positive reviews, with specific praise towards the direction and the performances. Peter de Bruges in a review for Variety wrote, "So bless Wright for paring Land down to a beautiful haiku, and for delivering a performance that's ambiguous and understated in all the right ways, and in a directorial debut so pure and simple it speaks to enormous self-confidence, has better instincts than to reveal outright." 17. In 2022, Wright directed the final 2 episodes of the first part of Season 4 of the Netflix show, Ozark. The episodes were titled, Sangre sobre todo and Sanctified. 18 Kayla Cobb for Decider praised Wright's direction in the latter episode as powerful, with the pairing of her direction, the script, and actress Julia Garner's performance as a masterful collaboration. 19. Wright will next star in and produce Ben Young's thriller Where All Light Tends to Go, an adaptation of the book of the same name by David Joy. 20. In April 2022, Wright joined the cast of Netflix's fantasy film Damsel, directed by Juan Carlos Fresnadillo. 21. Wright will star in a Sony Pictures Classics and Miramax adaptation of Richard Maguire's Here in a Forest Gump re-team with director Robert Zemeckis, actor Tom Hanks and writer Eric Roth for a 2023 release. 22. Personal life. Wright with then-husband Sean Penn in September 2006. From 1986 to 1988, Wright was married to actor Dane Witherspoon, whom she met in 1984 on the set of the soap opera Santa Barbara. 23. In 1989, Wright became involved with actor Sean Penn following his divorce from Madonna. Wright was offered the role of Maid Marian in the film Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, but turned it down because she was pregnant. 20. For their daughter, Dylan Francis, was born in April 1991. 25. She backed out of the role of Abby McDear in The Firm, 1993, due to her pregnancy with her second child. 1. Their son, Hopper Jack, was born in August 1993. 26. After breaking up and getting back together, 27. Wright and Penn married in 1996. Their on-and-off relationship seemingly ended in divorce plans, announced in December 2007. 28. The divorce petition was withdrawn for months later at the couple's request. 29. In February 2009, Wright and Penn attended the 81st Academy Awards together, at which Penn won the Best Actor award. Penn filed for legal separation in April 2009, 30 but withdrew the petition in May. 31. In August 2009, Wright filed for divorce, declaring she had no plans to reconcile. 32. 33. 30. For the divorce was finalized in July 2010. 35. In February 2012, Wright began dating actor Ben Foster. 36. Their engagement was announced in January 2014. 37. The couple called off their engagement in November 2014. 38. But reunited in January 2015. 39. In August 2015, they announced they were ending their second engagement. 40. In 2017, Wright began dating CL Ment-Giraudet, a Saint Laurent executive. They secretly wed in August 2018 in La Roche-sur-L'Aube, France. Wright filed for divorce from Giraudet in September 2022. 41. Philanthropy and activism. Wright is the honorary spokesperson for the Dallas, Texas-based nonprofit The Gordy Foundation. 42. In 2014, she co-partnered with 2 California-based companies, Pour les Femmes 43 and the Sunny Lion. 40. For the Sunny Lion donates a portion of its profits to the Raise Hope for Congo movement. Wright is an activist for human rights in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. She is the narrator and executive producer of the documentary When Elephants Fight 45, which highlights how multinational mining corporations and politicians in the Democratic Republic of Congo threaten human rights and perpetuate conflict in the region. 46. She is a supporter of Stand with Congo, the human rights campaign behind the film. 47. In 2016, Wright spoke publicly in support of the campaign at a film screening at the Tribeca Film Institute in New York City. 48. In media interviews, 49. 50. 51. 52 with journalists, 53. 54. 55 and across her social media accounts. 56. 57. 58. Filmography. Film. Year. Title. Role notes. 1986 Hollywood Vice Squad Laurie Stanton. 1987 The Princess Bride Buttercup. 1990 Denial Sarah O'Loon. State of Grace Kathleen Flannery. 1992 The Playboys Tara Maguire Shohreh Aghdashloo, Persian, pronounced Oed-Lu, Eni Vaziri Tabar, 11 May 1952, is an Iranian and American actress. She has received various accolades, including a Primetime Emmy Award and a Satellite Award, in addition to a nomination for an Academy Award. Following numerous starring roles on the stage, she made her film debut in Chess of the Wind, 1976, her next two films The Report, 1977, and Suitadellen, 1977, garnered critical acclaim and established Aghdashloo as one of Iran's leading ladies, although the films were banned in Iran itself. Aghdashloo moved to England during the Iranian Revolution in 1979 and then to the United States, subsequently becoming a U.S. citizen. After several years playing small roles in television and film, her performance in House of Sand and Fog, 2003, brought her several Film Critics Awards and a nomination for an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. Her other film appearances include The Exorcism of Emily Rose, 2005, X-Men, The Last Stand and The Nativity Story, both 2006, The Odd Life of Timothy Green, 2013, and Star Trek Beyond, 2016. In television, she is best known for her roles as Dina Araz in the fourth season of 24 and as Kris Jenner Vasarala on The Expanse, 2015-2022. One for her role as Sajida Talfa in the HBO miniseries House of Saddam, 2008, she won the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Limited Series or Movie. In 2013, she released her autobiography titled The Alley of Love and Yellow Jasmines. In 2021, she voiced Grayson in Netflix's acclaimed series, Arcane. Recently Shohreh voiced the unnamed dragon in the 2024 Netflix film Damsel with Millie Bobby Brown, Ray Winstone and Angela Bassett. Early life. Aghdashloo was born Shohreh Vaziri Tabar, Persian, in Tehran, the daughter of Efi, Eni Ol-Sadat, and Anna Shiravan Vaziri Tabar. She has three brothers, Shahrem, Shahriar and Shahrukh. Her stage name is from the family name of her first husband, painter Aden Aghdashloo. After their marriage in 1972 when she was 19 and he was 31, she began attending theatre workshops, against the wishes of her family. She had always wanted to be an actress, and soon began playing leading roles in Iranian theatre and film. They did not have children and were divorced in 1979, when she left Iran for England at the start of the Iranian Revolution. 3. Once Aghdashloo arrived in England, she earned a bachelor's degree in international relations at Brunel University because of her interest in politics after having to leave her home country. She was already familiar with England, as her parents had taken her to London as a child. She then continued to pursue her acting career, which brought her to Los Angeles. She has since performed in a number of Tusa's plays, successfully taking them to national and international stages, primarily in the Iranian diaspora. 5. Though born to a Muslim family, she has stated that she is non-practicing. 6. Career. Aghdashloo in 2008. Aghdashloo first began working as a theatre actress at the age of 19, when she starred in a theatrical adaptation of the novel The Narrow Road to the Deep North, 1973. 7. Aghdashloo made her American film debut in 1989 in a starring role in Guests of Hotel Astoria. Her television debut came on September 25, 1990, in a guest role in the 2-hour episode of the NBC television series Matlock, titled Nowhere to Turn, a Matlock mystery movie. In the years that followed, Aghdashloo appeared on screen sporadically, including in the widely panned Surviving Paradise, 2000, 8, 9, 10, written and directed by Kamshad Kushan. In 2001, Aghdashloo was cast opposite Ben Kingsley and Jennifer Connelly in director Vadim Perelman's House of Sand and Fog, 2003, 11, for which she was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. 12. Following this exposure, Aghdashloo had a prominent recurring role in Season 4 of the Fox television series 24, 13, playing Dina Araz, a terrorist undercover in Los Angeles as a well-to-do housewife and mother. In an interview with Time magazine, Aghdashloo stated that although she had previously resisted reinforcing the stereotype of Muslims as terrorists, the strength and complexity of the role convinced her to accept it. Iranian film scholar Hamid Nafisi criticized Aghdashloo's acting in the sensationalist film The Stoning of Shohreh Aghdashloo as discrediting her vow not to play in films that stereotype Middle Easterners, including Iranians. 14 In the period that followed, Aghdashloo made guest appearances on several well-known television series, such as Will and Grace, ER and Grey's Anatomy. She also played supporting roles in films such as X-Men, The Last Stand as Dr. Kavita Rio, The Lake House, The Nativity Story as Elizabeth, and The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants 2. Aghdashloo at San Diego Comic-Con in 2019. In 2008, Aghdashloo served as an official festival judge at the second annual Noor Iranian Film Festival in Los Angeles, while she also played the lead character of Zura Khanum in the film The Stoning of Shohreh Aghdashloo, 15 marking her first leading role in a feature-length American film. In the same year, she also portrayed Sajida Talfa in the HBO original miniseries House of Saddam, for which she received the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Limited Series or Movie. Speaking to a crowd of over 1,400 people at George Washington University's Listener Auditorium on September 12, 2009, Aghdashloo, author Dr. Azhar Nafisi, and Dr. Dwight Bashir, Associate Director for Policy at the United States Commission on International Religious Freedom, added their voices to those concerned about human rights in Iran and the persecution of Baas in Iran. 16 Aghdashloo's talk in particular was posted to YouTube. 17 On October 9, 2010, the Public Affairs Alliance of Iranian Americans awarded Aghdashloo their Career Achievement Award during its first annual gala. 18. Aghdashloo continues to act in films, such as The Odd Life of Timothy Green, Septembers of Shiraz and Star Trek Beyond, and on television, guest starring on series such as House, M.D., The Simpsons, Grimm, Law and Order, Special Victims Unit and NCIS. She also voiced characters for the video games Mass Effect 2, Mass Effect 3, Destiny and Destiny 2, starred in the London revival of the play The House of Bernarda Alba at the Almeida Theatre as Bernarda Alba, and narrated the audiobook And the Mountains Echoed, by Khaled Hosseini. 19. Aghdashloo recently starred in Amazon Prime Video's acclaimed television series The Expanse, as UN Deputy Undersecretary of Executive Administration Christiana Vassarala, a smart and passionate member of a political family legacy who has risen high in the ranks of Earth's governing body without once standing for election. 1. Filmography. Angela Evelyn Bassett, born August 16, 1958, is an American actress. Known for her work in film and television since the 1980s, she has received various accolades, including 2 Golden Globe Awards, in addition to nominations for 2 Academy Awards and 8 Primetime Emmy Awards. Time magazine named her one of the 100 most influential people in the world in 2023, and she received an Academy Honorary Award in 2023. 2-3. Bassett had her breakthrough portraying singer Tina Turner in the biopic What's Love Got to Do with It, 1993, which won her a Golden Globe Award and a nomination for the Academy Award for Best Actress. She had success starring in Boys and the Hood, 1991, Malcolm X, 1992, Waiting to Exhale, 1995, Vampire in Brooklyn, 1995, How Stella Got Her Groove Back, 1998, and Music of the Heart, 1999. In the following decades, she took on supporting roles in the drama Notorious, 2009, and the action films Green Lantern, 2011, Olympus Has Fallen, 2013, and London Has Fallen, 2016. She also played Queen Ramonda in the Marvel Cinematic Universe films Black Panther, 2018, Avengers, Endgame, 2019, and Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, 2022. For the latter, she won another Golden Globe and was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. On television, Bassett has starred as Katherine Jackson in the miniseries The Jacksons, An American Dream, 1992, her portrayal of Rosa Parks in the television film The Rosa Parks Story, 2002, gained her a nomination for an Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actress. Her performances in 2 seasons of the FX horror anthology series American Horror Story earned her nominations for an Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actress in 2014 and 2015. In 2018, Bassett began producing and starring as an Lapped Patrol Sergeant in the Fox drama series 911. Early life and education. Bassett was born in New York City, to Betty Jane N.E. Gilbert, a social worker and civil servant, for the second wife of Daniel Benjamin Bassett, a preacher's son. 567 Bassett's middle name was given to her in honor of her Aunt Evelyn. 10 months after Bassett was born, her mother became pregnant and had a second child, Bassett's sister Deanette. Bassett said the pregnancy only made things harder, leading her parents to send her to her father's sister, Golden, in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. While her aunt did not have any children of her own, she loved children, and she was good with them. 8. At the age of 4, Bassett was picked up by her mother after her parents divorced. Her mother took her and her sister to St. Petersburg, Florida. 9. Bassett did not see her father again for several years, until she attended her grandmother's funeral. There, Bassett met her father's daughter Jean, from his first marriage, who was 12 years old, and several years older than Bassett. 10. After graduating from Jordan Park Elementary School, Bassett was bused to attend Diston Middle School for 7th grade. She began at that school in 1970, a year before the city of St. Petersburg formally established busing to integrate its public schools. After completing 7th grade, Bassett was bused to Azalea Middle School for 8th and 9th grades. Bassett's mother became more involved in her daughter's studies and told the two that they would go to college. 11. In her younger years, Bassett was in love with the Jackson 5, and dreamed of marrying a member of the family group. She said her choice would probably be whoever had the cutest, roundest afro at the time. In my imagination we would have children and live in a real house. 10. As her interest in entertainment developed, Angela and her sister would often put on shows, reading poems or performing popular music for their family. 12. Boca Ciega High School, where Bassett attended and participated as a member of the debate team and student government, among other activities. At Boca Ciega High School, Bassett was a cheerleader and a member of the Upward Bound College Prep program, the debate team, student government, drama club and choir. An A and B student for the most part, Bassett got her first C in physical education. She tried to convince her mother not to be disappointed by the grade. Bassett called the grade the average, leading her mother to say she did not have average kids. As Bassett described, she developed a sense of pride and did not get another C until college. 13. During high school, Bassett became the first African American in that school to be admitted to the National Honor Society. The Upward Bound program is an academic and cultural enrichment program for underprivileged students. Bassett says she and the other participants did not see themselves as underprivileged. 12. Bassett studied at Yale University and graduated with a Bachelor of Arts in African American Studies in 1980. 14. She studied acting at the Yale School of Drama and obtained a Master of Fine Arts in 1983. Her paternal aunt had warned her not to waste her Yale education on theater. She was the only member of Bassett's family to have gone to both college and graduate school. 13. At Yale, Bassett met her future husband Courtney B. Vance, a 1986 graduate of the drama school. Bassett was also classmates with actor Charles S. Dutton. 15. Career. After graduation, Bassett worked as a receptionist for a beauty salon and as a photo researcher to support herself while looking for acting work in the New York theater. One of her first New York performances came in 1985 when she appeared in J. E. Franklin's Black Girl at Second Stage Theater. She appeared in 2 August Wilson plays at the Yale Repertory Theater under the direction of her longtime instructor Lloyd Richards. These were Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, 1984, and Joe Turner's Come and Gone, 1986. Decades later in 2006, she had the opportunity to work on the Wilson canon again, starring in Fences alongside longtime collaborator Lawrence Fishburne at the Pasadena Playhouse in California. In 1985, Bassett made her first television appearance, as a prostitute in the made-for-TV movie Double Take. She made her film debut as a news reporter in FOX 1986, for which she was required to join the Screen Actors Guild, SAG. 16. Bassett moved to Los Angeles in 1988 for more acting jobs. She had early guest spots on A Man Called Hawk and 227, both 1989, 17. 1990s. Bassett earned industry attention and public recognition for her early performances in the films Boys and the Hood, 1991, and Malcolm X, 1992. For her portrayal of Betty Shabazz in the latter, she earned an NAACP Image Award. The movie received a mixed critical reception. One negative review, for example, judged that Malcolm X failed to capture the rage of Malcolm X's autobiography. 18. During production, director Spike Lee showed Bassett a tape of the exact moment when Malcolm X was shot, since they would be filming the scene. Bassett called the recording haunting, but noted that afterwards she was able to grab hold of the pain and recreate the scene. Bassett felt it was important for her to get the assassination scene correct, and wondered how Betty found the strength to keep going, to raise her family, to educate, to sustain them. 19. Bassett worried that after her role as Betty Shabazz in Malcolm X, she would not find another role as satisfying. At the time of the film's release, she expressed her worry that she would not have such a role again. "I think I have been incredibly blessed and it is probably just all downhill from here." 20. Bassett also starred as Katherine Jackson in The Jacksons, An American Dream, which premiered on ABC TV in the same week as the theatrical release of Malcolm X. After returning to Los Angeles following completion of her work for Malcolm X, Bassett got a call to audition for a movie about Tina Turner, based on her memoir I, Tina. 21. Bassett won the lead role over Halle Berry and Robin Givens, but had only 1 month to prepare before filming began. She met with Tina Turner twice, who advised her on details of her interpretation, from wigs and outfits to dancing styles. Turner also did Bassett's makeup, leading Bassett to call her supportive and her biggest fan. 17. In an interview with the Orlando Sentinel, Bassett described going to one of Turner's concerts and, after realizing that she knew some of Turner's dance moves, she cried and was almost a river of tears. 22. Bassett's performance as Turner in What's Love Got to Do with It, 1993, received strong reviews. 23. 24. Mark Bernardine of Entertainment Weekly wrote that Bassett gave the performance of a lifetime portraying Turner in the biopic. 25. Bassett won a Golden Globe for her portrayal, and was the first African American to win this award for Best Actress. She was nominated for an Academy Award as Best Actress, but lost to Holly Hunter for The Piano. Despite the acclaim, Bassett later said in a 2022 interview on Today with Hoda and Jenna, that after portraying Turner, she did not receive acting calls for about a year and a half. Bassett in 1996. Bassett starred in 3 movies in 1995, which received varying reviews: Vampire in Brooklyn, Strange Days, and Waiting to Exhale. For the latter she worked with author Terry McMillan, who had written the book of the same title that was adapted for film. In Strange Days, Bassett played Lornette Mace Mason, a chauffeur and bodyguard. In Vampire in Brooklyn, she played Rita Vedder, a tortured cop with a dark secret. She was excited to work with Eddie Murphy in Vampire in Brooklyn, and director Wes Craven. Bassett had previously worked with Craven on television shows. 26. Bassett's character in Waiting to Exhale, Bernadine Harris, was betrayed by her husband. In revenge she set fire to his entire wardrobe and vehicle, then sold what was left for $1. Bassett described the scene and her character in this film to the Orlando Sentinel. She said, "The thing is that my character is thinking about how her husband has left her. I have a cigarette in one hand, and I'm drinking. Basically, the 4 of us are sitting there talking about men and having some fun." 22. In 1997, Bassett starred as the president's advisor in Contact. 27. Stephen Holden of the New York Times opined that Bassett was largely wasted as a presidential assistant. 28. In 1998, Bassett starred in How Stella Got Her Groove Back, once again collaborating with McMillan. She played Stella, a 40-year-old professional American woman who falls in love with a 20-year-old Jamaican man. She was praised for her performance by Variety 29 and The Washington Post. 30 Stephen Holden of The New York Times said Bassett's character was the best thing in the movie and wrote the actress portrays this high-strung superwoman with such intensity that she makes her almost believable. 31 In 1999, Bassett starred in Music of the Heart, once again collaborating with horror director Wes Craven. 32-33 Matthew Eng wrote of her terrifically specific chemistry with Meryl Streep. 34. 2000 S. In 2000, Bassett turned down the lead role in Monsters Ball because of the script's sexual content. Halle Berry won the Academy Award for Best Actress for her performance in the role. The first film Bassett appeared in that year was Supernova, where she played a medical officer. 35-36 Her other two films released in 2000 were Whispers, An Elephant's Tale and Bozeman and Lena, the latter adapted from the play of the same name by South African Athol Fugard. Todd McCarthy of Variety wrote that in Bozeman and Lena Bassett abandons her recently cultivated glamorous image to dig to the core of Lena's fierce, probing, contentious, compassionate character. 37 Kevin Thomas of the Los Angeles Times wrote that Bassett captured all of her character's mercurial mood swings, and both Bassett and her co-star Danny Glover rise to the challenge of these larger-than-life roles, just as you would expect. 38. She appeared in the 2001 film The Score. Her character was in a relationship with Robert De Niro's. She read the film's script and became interested. She was telephoned by director Frank Ounce, who told her Robert De Niro would like to meet with you. Bassett met with De Niro and later realized the conversation was meant to break the ice before they started filming. 39 In addition to The Score, that year she also had a role in the television film Ruby's Bucket of Blood. The following year, in 2002, Bassett acted in Sunshine State and The Rosa Parks Story. In The Rosa Parks Story, Bassett was cast as Rosa Parks. 40 Laura Fries of Entertainment Weekly wrote that Bassett takes her physical strength and turns it inward to portray Parks and expressed her belief that lesser hands would allow for misinterpretation or gross underplay of Parks's personality. 41 In addition to positive reception of her role, Bassett was seen as the star of the film due to her performance and earned a nomination for a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Miniseries or a Movie for her performance. 42. In 2003, she read from the WPA slave narratives in Unchained Memories. In the 1930s, about 100,000 former enslaved African Americans were still alive. As part of the Federal Writers Project during the Great Depression, writers interviewed some 2,300, capturing their memories of slavery times. The transcripts of the Slave Narratives collection of the Library of Congress is a record of slavery, bondage and misery. 43-40 For that year she also appeared in the film Masked and Anonymous, playing a mistress. 45-46 And Hornaday noted her as among the endless parade of actors who show up even for the briefest of appearances. 47. In 2004, she had roles in the films The Lazarus Child and Mr. 3000. Mr. 3000 was a comedy in which Bassett co-starred with Bernie Mac. When asked if the film was easier to act in than the more intense roles she had in the past, Bassett said, "This was much easier. This was a walk in the park. It was pretty easy compared to some of the roles I've done that call for so much emotion or physicality." At the time of the film's release, she described both Bernie Mac and Lawrence Fishburne, whom she had worked with in the past, her favorites, and said the pair were both highly professional and extraordinarily talented. 48 The only film she appeared in during the following year was Mr. and Mrs. Smith in an uncredited voice role. 49 In the 2006 film Akeelah and the Bee, Bassett portrayed Tanya Anderson, the mother of the film's lead, Akeelah, played by Keke Palmer. Bassett said she loved the story, 50 viewing the lead character as someone who could be anyone because each of us have had dreams and aspirations and wanting to be and needing to be supported and directed. 51 She described working with Palmer as being really wonderful. According to Bassett, the two bonded and she said that Palmer was as good an actress as any adult she had worked with. 50 Bassett appeared in the television film Time Bomb the same year. Her role was seen as an extended cameo by Brian Lowry of Variety. 52. Bassett at the Heart Truths fashion show in 2007. Bassett provided her voice for the 2007 film Meet the Robinsons. 53 When asked about her motives in taking on the role, Bassett said, "For one, it was a character I had never played before, which is always important to me, to keep me sharp. But it was also the desire to be part of a well-written movie that has something really positive to say about families and about all the different ways there can be to make a family." 54. She appeared in the 2008 film Gospel Hill. 55-56 Stephen Holden of the New York Times wrote that Bassett's fiery self-possession brings a spark of passion to her stick figure character. 57 She next appeared in Of Boys and Men, portraying Rietta Cole, the matriarch of a Chicago family who is killed in an accident in the beginning of the film. She appears in flashbacks for the remainder of the film. She and her co-stars Robert Townsend and Victoria Rowell were praised by Robert Gillard of LA Sentinel for capturing the emotions of a family stricken by grief. 58 Bassett also had a role in Nothing But the Truth in 2008. 59 Bassett joined the regular cast of ER for the show's final season, 2008-2009. 60-61 She portrayed Dr. Catherine Banfield, an exacting chief of the ER who was also working to recover from the death of a son and to bring another child into her family. Bassett's husband Courtney Vance played her television husband on ER as Russell Banfield. Also in 2008, she played the character Brenda in the film Tyler Perry's Meet the Browns. In the 2009 film Notorious, Bassett portrayed Voletta Wallace, the mother of the notorious B.I.G. 62-63 To portray Wallace's Jamaican accent, Bassett conversed with her on and off the film set, and she practiced her accent using tapes that Wallace made. 64 Bassett said she jumped at the chance to be part of the film after reading the script. She felt it did a wonderful job of bringing the notorious B.I.G.'s life to the page. 65 Bassett earned positive reviews for her performance in the film, noted as being one of the more experienced actors involved. 66-67. 2010s. In 2010, Bassett lent her voice to portray First Lady Michelle Obama 68 on an episode of The Simpsons titled Stealing First Base. Bassett was seen as a terrific fill-in for Obama. 69 Bassett was also cast in the superhero film Green Lantern, released in 2011, as notable DC Comics character Amanda Waller. 70 Bassett said working on the film was a lot of fun and that she enjoyed being a part of it. 71 Despite this, Bassett was taken out of her element with the arrangements made that accommodated the computer-generated effects. She called it her first time doing this kind of movie but expressed interest in seeing what her scenes looked like. 72 In 2010, Deadline Hollywood reported that Bassett would have a role in One Police Plaza. 73 In 2011, Bassett co-starred with Samuel L. Jackson in the play The Mountaintop, a fictionalized depiction of the night before the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. Jackson portrays MLK, while at the Lorraine Motel. The critically acclaimed play by Katori Hall originally debuted in London's West End in 2009 and went on to win the Laurence Olivier Award for Best New Play. The production opened on Broadway on October 13, 2011. In March 2011, it was reported that Bassett had signed up for a lead role in the ABC pilot Identity. 74. She also appeared in the 2011 film Jumping the Broom, playing the matriarch of a wealthy family. 75-76 Bassett had a good feeling about the film from the start, 72 and believed her character had a real presence in the film and felt she was active in the plot. 71 Bassett's and Loretta Devine's performances in the film were called in some ways too fierce for the room, offering nuances of hostility and hurt that the movie cannot really handle and contributing to the unevenness of the performances in the film.
दोस्तों ये जो मूवी है हमें तकरीबन मैंने आपको बताया कि अभी हाल ही में देखने को मिली है, लोगों द्वारा इसे बड़ा पसंद किया गया था और टोटल मूवी की लेंथ भी मैंने आपको बता दी है। दोस्तों आप यदि इसे देखना चाहते हो आप सिर्फ इसे OTT प्लेटफॉर्म नेटफ्लिक्स पर देख पाओगे। नेटफ्लिक्स ने स्पेशली ये एक तरह से अपने OTT प्लेटफॉर्म के लिए बनवाई थी, तो आपको ये वहाँ पर देखने को मिल जाएगी। तो आज की इस वीडियो में हमने इस मूवी के बारे में आपको सारे कुछ जानकारी दी, तो वीडियो को लाइक कीजिएगा, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिएगा, बेल आइकन दबाकर इसे ऑल पर सेट कर लीजिएगा। दोस्तों आज की इस वीडियो में इतना ही, मिलते हैं अगले वीडियो में।